When wireless is fully applied, the Earth will be converted into a huge brain, capable of response in every one of its parts. My ear barely caught signals coming in regular succession which could not have been produced on Earth. Crystals are living beings at the beginning of creation. Each day we go to our work in the hope of discovering. I am even grateful to Einstein and others because through their erroneous theories they lead mankind away from that dangerous path I followed. I have always been ahead of my time. I do not think there is any thrill that can go through the human heart like that felt by the inventor as he sees some creation of the brain unfolding to success. Such emotions make a man forget food, sleep, friends, love, everything. My brain is only a receiver. In the universe there is a core from which we obtain knowledge, strength, and inspiration. I have not penetrated into the secrets of this core, but I know that it exists. Ere many generations pass, our machinery will be driven by a power obtainable at any point of the universe. I don't care that they stole my idea, I care that they don't have any of their own. The opinion of the world does not affect me. I have placed as the real values in my life what follows when I am dead. The future will show whether my foresight is as accurate now as it has proved heretofore. A new idea must not be judged by its immediate results. It is not the love you make, it is the love you give. I do not think you can name many great inventions that have been made by married men. The Buddhist expresses it in one way, the Christian in another, but both say the same: we are all one. Man, like the universe, is a machine. Nothing enters our minds or determines our actions which is not directly or indirectly a response to stimuli beating upon our sense organs from without. My mother understood human nature better and never chided. She knew that a man cannot be saved from his own foolishness or vice by someone else's efforts or protests, but only by the use of his own will. Our virtues and our failings are inseparable, like force and matter. When they separate, man is no more. If you only knew the magnificence of the 3, 6, and 9, then you would have the key to the universe. No free energy device will ever be allowed to reach the market. To stop war by the perfection of engines of destruction alone might consume centuries and centuries. Other means must be employed to hasten the end. Throughout the infinite, the forces are in a perfect balance, and hence the energy of a single thought may determine the motion of a universe. Today's scientists have substituted mathematics for experiments, and they wander off through equation after equation, and eventually build a structure which has no relation to reality. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. It seems that I have always been ahead of my time. I had to wait 19 years before Niagara was harnessed by my system, 15 years before the basic inventions for wireless which I gave to the world in 1893 were applied universally. Our senses enable us to perceive only a minute portion of the outside world. Every living being is an engine geared to the wheelwork of the universe. Even matter called inorganic, believed to be dead, responds to irritants and gives unmistakable evidence of a living principle within. Everything that exists, organic or inorganic, animated or inert, is susceptible to stimulus from the outside. To know each other, we must reach beyond the sphere of our sense perceptions. Originality thrives in seclusion, free of outside influences. It is a simple feat of scientific, electrical engineering, only expensive, O blind, faint-hearted, doubting world. The individual is ephemeral, races and nations come and pass away, but man remains. The spread of civilization may be likened to a fire, first a feeble spark, next a flickering flame, then a mighty blaze, ever increasing in speed and power. Perhaps I failed, but I did my best. These masters of mine may do the rest. The last 29 days of the month are the toughest. Most certainly, some planets are not inhabited, but others are, and among these there must exist life under all conditions and phases of development. What one man calls God, another calls the laws of physics. All peoples everywhere should have free energy sources. Peace can only come as a natural consequence of universal enlightenment. Marconi is a good fellow. Let him continue. He is using 17 of my patents. With a different form of wireless instrument devised by me some years ago, it was found practicable to locate a body of metallic ore below the ground, and it seems that a submarine could be similarly detected. The entire Earth will be converted into a huge brain. Nature may reach the same result in many ways. All matter comes from a primary substance, the luminiferous ether. Of all things I liked books best. My father had a large library, and whenever I could manage I tried to satisfy my passion for reading. Though free to think and act, we are held together, like the stars in the firmament, with ties inseparable. These ties cannot be seen, but we can feel them. Fights between individuals, as well as governments and nations, invariably result from misunderstandings in the broadest interpretation of this term. The idea of atomic energy is illusionary, but it has taken so powerful a hold on the minds that although I have preached against it for 25 years, there are still some who believe it to be realizable. It is a mere question of time when men will succeed in attaching their machinery to the very wheelwork of nature. We should begin at the very root from which we spring. We should effect a radical reform in the character of the food. I could only achieve success in my life through self-discipline, and I applied it until my wish and my will became one. I predict that very shortly the old-fashioned incandescent lamp, having a filament heated to brightness by the passage of electric current through it, will entirely disappear. So we find that the three possible solutions of the great problem of increasing human energy are answered by the three words food, peace, work. My wireless transmitter does not use Hertzian waves, which are a grievous myth, but sound waves in the ether. I am trying to awake the energy contained in the air. These are the main sources of energy. What is considered as empty space is just a manifestation of matter that is not awakened.